This is the team captain of Team ToooBananas. Come with another Janemba Deck Profile. Don't worry, it's mono blue. I know how much you guys hated the blue yellow. It was just too spicy, I guess, all that flavor. But we're going to go into the deck profile now. So you guys remember what Janemba does. Prevents me from running anything of 5 or higher cost, which kind of sucks. When this card attacks, I draw a card, and your opponent takes the top 2 cards of the deck, goes to the discard. You can attack any target you want to, which is really cool. And then at 4 life, you awaken. Relentless Speed does the same exact thing as before, but it's 5k higher. And once per game, you can take 1 blue card from your hand and negate. So basically, if your opponent stops your first negate, you have a second negate right there. If you have more negates in your hand, which really allows you to prevent yourself from being bad ring. Now we'll go on the rest of the deck. So as this being mono blue, I do run 4 of the Sakis. This card's really strong because it allows you to do one of 2 things. Early game, it allows you to look at the top 7 cards of your deck, pull a Janemba, put it into your hand. What's also really good about him is that if you can combo your Janembas with the 3 drops and possibly the 4 drops. What's really cool about this is that if I want the 3 drop, guarantee the 3 drop, and I put the 3 drop to the bottom of the deck by using the 3 drops effect, I can play the 1 drop, get 3 drop back to my hand, and there we go. Or if I want to guarantee to get another 4 drop back to my hand for some reason, you know, we want to play this one for 1 mana or whatever, I'll play the 1 drop after him going to the bottom of my deck and just get him right back, which is really cool. I'll play 4 of these because I run 9 targets. Guarantees I draw them. Also allows me to reuse the Saga more than once. Usually I get off about 2 or 3 times a game. Closer to 2, sometimes 3, never 4. Just doesn't happen. I run 3 of the fat ones because he's pretty easy to get back with the 1 drop. And you often draw with this so much draw power in the deck. Really allows you to get the 3 drops before, and you don't want to overdraw him. I run 3 of the 4 drops. I only run 3 of the 4 drops because I don't want to draw him too much. I want to make sure he's in the deck for the 3 drop. And 3 just seems perfect because I can charge 1, and I can play a 4 drop and put it at the bottom of my deck, so I can always have 1 in the deck. I don't want to draw it too many times because I do run 3. If I, without running the 1s and the 3s, you want to run 4 of the 4 drops. That way you constantly draw them, things like that. And this was a hard decision, honestly. I run 3 of him. I do want to run 4 of him, but I didn't run. Didn't run him at 4 just because I had other things I wanted to run, and I'm running engines a little bit differently and a little more aggressive. And so running him at 3 is perfect. I got first place with this deck. I did a lot of testing online or whatever. I only went to 1 tournament with this deck, went through everybody, and I do like him at 3. I may push him to 4, I don't know, but I do like this deck a lot just because it's a little more aggressive. I play same super combos as I did before. 4 of the red ones, the draw ones, you never charge it, whatever. Play 4 of this guy. Really strong. I'm also going to get a little more into the sideboard as well. I didn't do that in the last video or post in the description before. I apologize about that. But this card is a very key card. A little more than the red one. I'll show you why. 4 of the Gohans. It's really strong. I like this card a lot. Sparking is really easy to get off in this deck. Not as easy as my deck before because I'm not discarding as much. But it's still pretty easy. Well, a little more defensive cards. 4 Senzu Bean, really strong card, allows you to untap 2 mana. And since you're only running blue, it's not a big deal. You don't have to really think about the mana you're untapping, unlike the deck before. Just pure blue, all you do is untap blue. Only running 4 negates this time. We're not running that 15 negates. I know you're thinking, guys, how are you going to win with that so little negates? This deck's a little more aggressive, and you get off your combos a little bit faster than the other deck, so you don't play as many defenses. Playing 1 flute, because it's at 1. Return any card you want back to your hand. It's 3 or less, and draw a card, or you can do your opponent's blockers if you want to. And 1 peel off, you can return the peel off back to your hand. Also like this card as well, because this card is a lot more vital in this build than the previous build, because honestly I tap out on turn 2, and this guy really allows me to untap if I have 5 in my discard, which I usually do, don't all the time do, but I can safely tap out with this deck and really push my Janemba combos, and this card's amazing. I never charged this card, but in the previous build I did, because that's so many negates. I go to more defensive. I play 2 Vegetos. I may go to 3 Vegetos. I like 2 just because I only ran 4 before, is because I had no other options with what I wanted to run. And realistically, I only play the card once or twice anyways, and so I just don't charge it, and it's good to go. Strong card. If you have 5 or more mana, you draw a card when you play him. If it's on the board, your opponent can attack your leader, which is really awesome. This card's a lot easier to defend. I don't like the Deadly Defenders unless you're running the Revenge attacks, because Deadly Defender's 3 mana for 15,000, and it requires just as many cards as to protect a Deadly Defender as your leader. Unless you're playing androids, like Deadly Defenders are pretty useless in my opinion. 3 Miraculous Gohans. I do have 3 of the Miraculous Revivals. I have 2 more packs, but I don't have, they're unopened and they're in a box. I don't keep on me. I keep forgetting about it, so that kind of sucks. But this card's really strong because it allows you to, a little more defense and a little more aggression, because you can block an attack like you normally would. You don't draw, but you have a 15k beater on the board, which allows you to clear your opponent's board if you need to, or push a little more damage, which means, like, I like this deck a lot because it's really good at pushing for damage and milling. And 4 of this. Card's really strong. I ran this card at 4 because it's a draw card, and I want a 1-drop draw card. And I kind of ran 4 in my previous build, the blue-yellow one, but I kept going back between the Bulma. I want to make sure I wanted a certain amount of draw cards, turn 1 draw cards. Keep it consistent. And since I'm running no yellow, which maxes card at 4, no need to play blues. Things like that. Plus, I also run 2 commies as well. You can run 3 if you want to, just depending on your locals. You'll notice in this build I don't run any Crisis Crushers, because no one at my locals plays Storm. But if you run Storm, just run 2 Crisis Crushers. You can run 3. I think 3 is a little bit much in my opinion, but you can run what you want to. A little more defensive card run is 2 of these cards. If you need to Self-Awaken for some reason to really be aggressive, you can. I only use it once for Self-Awaken. That way I could pull off a mill 8 combo. Yeah, 2 off my leader, and then 3 off my just 6 off my creatures, because it allows me to really, because I have like 4 or 5 mana. I swung with this guy, played a Janemba, tapped out, and then just did a bunch of combo with my Senzu Beans. Ended up milling out my opponent by 8 cards right there. It's pretty nice. That's the only reason why I run them at the only time I use them. Normally I just keep them active mode, don't attack with them. A little more spicy tech. I play 1 of this guy. This guy allows me to go against the mirror match and just dominate. These are 1 of, I want to run him at 2, but I didn't really have the room. If you notice, I run a lot of weird ratios in the deck. I thought about running Revenge Surprise Attacks main board, but I didn't feel like I needed it in the tournament yesterday. But I definitely would run in the sideboard, honestly. It's a strong card. But this Vegeta is really strong, because at 5 mana, it's basically a guaranteed kill on your opponent. And if not, honestly, don't use the effect if your opponent, like, has the gates open or whatever. But it's another way to win if you need to, especially against the mirror match. Really strong. A triple attack that starts out at 35,000. And you have at least 2 mana open, because it only requires 3 by untapping 1. And then another really secret card is that Kai. Only reason I run this one over the Champa because it's foil. It's really what it is. Doesn't really matter which one you use. The Champa one's probably a bit safer to help you remember to use the double strike ability, but it is what it is. Getting more in the sideboard since I didn't get that last time. Another Champa. Honestly, Champa's an aggressive card to use. Another thing to use. These aren't exact ratios, so don't take my word for it. This is just aggressive cards you can use. Shenron's actually a very aggressive card because it gets something critical, and it brings back your 2-drops. It brings back your super combos. It brings back this guy right here. You can run another one in your sideboard if you want to. It also can bring back your pans. It brings back basically any low drop in your East Kai, whatever. It allows you to bring shit back and be aggressive with it. Another one of him if you need to. Your 4th copy of that. Not super aggressive, but like still a defensive card. I love this Piccolo. People run the Dendes. That's on you. I love this Piccolo so much. 2 mana blows something up. Another Vegito if you need them, but you don't necessarily need it. Crisis Crushers. I like to run 2. You can run 3 if you want to. Remember, this is obviously this maybe 115 cards. This isn't my exact sideboard. It's just sideboard cards I like to run. Surprise Attack. 2 Surprise Attacks. I actually forgot to bring these my tournament on last Saturday. It was like this. It was like 4 rounds, the best top 8. It was like 20-something people roughly. It was a tournament that runs at the shop. They do once a month. It's a box tournament basically. And I wish I had these on me. I forgot them. Dumbass. You can run another Kami if you want to. One more of this if you want to. Another one of those if you want to. Other possible aggressive cards or the black ones. The Supreme Kai of Time, the 3-drop, allows you to draw a card with leader by 5k. That's a really strong card to be aggressive with because it makes your leader gain 5k. You swing both of them, that's damage right there, and you flute it back to your hand. Anything with double strike that you can get, like the 4-drop Bardock, that's double strike as well. But don't forget, we are giving away sensu beans. Like and subscribe to the video in the description. Comment on that video as well. And we will pick a winner by the end of the month. No exact date is released because I'm trying to give people as much time as possible to get these sensu beans. Also, after the sensu beans are given away, we may be giving a box of the new Fates of Clash of Fates set. So, Team ToooBananas signing out.